Hello everybody and welcome to another weekly update here on Big Anklovich on Health. It is September 3rd, 2019, and I have been at this for 15 weeks now. This week I decided to do an all beef week. How did that go? Let's check out my daily updates and see. Okay, it is Tuesday, and this morning I got up and I started into my all beef week, and so yeah, I had steak. Big surprise, yeah, I had myself a nice ribeye steak, put it on the barbecue, and I had that for breakfast. Later on, for lunch, I had this steak. And then I also had some of the liver. I think I cooked it up Sunday afternoon. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed the liver. Well, okay, let's not take it too far, but I didn't hate it. And that's a big step forward for me, so that was really something. And then after that, I started in on my fast. All right, it is Wednesday, and it's day 2 of my only beef week. I'm not eating any beef today, though. I'm just fasting, so not a whole lot to talk about. Today was quite a bit difficult as far as keeping myself in line, because we had like a big company-wide meeting today, and they had so much stuff for us to eat there. Half of it was pizza, the other half was like brownies, cookies, etc., that kind of stuff. I did grab some of that and keep it to give to my kids, although I wonder if I should stop doing that. Am I just killing my children by doing this? Probably. I probably should stop. Anyway, I didn't eat any of it. I managed to get through that. Wasn't too hard though, because again, like I said, with Carnivore, I think I'm really glad that when I tried to eat something that wasn't Carnivore, I had a really bad stomachache and like bad gas that went on for days. I'm glad that happened, because yeah, every time I look and think about eating something like that, I think, what would happen to me if I did that? All I ate was a tiny bit of onions that first time and got days-long pain in my stomach. So what would happen if I ate a brownie with all that gluten and the flour and the chocolate and the sugar? And oh man, that would be dangerous. So not too hard for me to turn it down. Everybody should go Carnivore just for that reason. It is Thursday, and this morning I got up, broke my fast. I think it was at about 43 hours. And I broke my fast with a nice bit of steak. Yeah, that's what I'm eating this week. It's just beef and more beef. So this time around I had these nice grass-fed, I think they were New York strip steaks. They were pretty small, but they were good. Got them at Aldi, and it was a pretty good price. And so I had those for breakfast. And then before I left for work, I had some lunch. I had a big top sirloin steak and some liver, some beef liver, some more of the liver that I'd cooked up last week. The weird thing was, I ate that liver and I didn't even find it in the least bit weird anymore. I ate it and I was just like, that's not bad. I almost liked it. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm getting used to liver or something, but yeah, I didn't mind it at all. So yeah, I've had steak for the last 2 days that I've eaten, and liver, and feeling like I'm doing good. I think the scale says I'm doing okay. We'll have to see if that keeps up, because the weekend is always where I kill it. So we shall see if my progress can keep up. But yeah, so far doing good. Now I'm back on my fast. Okay, it is Friday. I'm doing pretty good. I'm fasting today and been going for more than 24 hours and doing fine. Yeah, as usual, get hungry at lunchtime when I usually eat, but you know, don't eat and it passes. And so yeah, I'm doing fine now, and I'll be fasting on through the evening. Tomorrow morning we'll get up and I'll have some more food. Gotten pretty darn used to this thing. Okay, it is Saturday, and this morning I got up. I ended my fast at 44 hours. I had myself a steak on my all beef week. After that, I was still hungry. I was still really hungry for some reason. So shortly after, we went out grocery shopping. And while we were at Costco, I was like, these hot dogs are supposedly all beef hot dogs. So I had myself 2 hot dogs. And my wife looked up the ingredients of them and said beef. I think dextrose was also one of the ingredients in them, which is just a code name for sugar. So hopefully there wasn't a lot of that in there. But yeah, that's what I had. I was still hungry even after that was over. I don't know what my deal was, but I was hungry on Saturday morning. Yeah, later on in the day, I had my lunch or dinner. It was a good deal later in the day. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock when I finally ate it. Went out, I put it on the grill, and it was cooking, and I came inside and I got distracted. I think my wife was asking me for help. She's doing some painting in her bedroom, trying to spruce the room up and stuff like that, and I got distracted doing something, and by the time I went back out, oh my gosh, that steak had been out there a long time when I finally remembered that it was there, and it was pretty burned, and I probably shouldn't have eaten it, but I did anyways. It was pretty dry, not particularly tasty, but it was like a $10 steak. It was really big. I didn't want to just throw it away. It just seemed like too much of a waste, so I ate it anyway, and that was what I ate today. Yeah, I haven't eaten since. Time to go to bed. Okay, it is Sunday, and let's see, what did I have today to eat? I got up this morning, and I didn't eat right away. I don't think I ate until like later on in the day. It was probably like 11:30 when I had something to eat, and I had myself a steak, as you might have guessed. Also, I had some liver to go with that. We got this bottle of ghee from Aldi when we were there on Saturday doing our grocery shopping. I'd seen it there for a while. I really didn't know what ghee is, and truthfully, I kind of still don't know what it is. But from what I understand, it's called clarified butter, which means I think they've removed all the lactose and stuff from the butter. Now it's just the butter fat that we are getting here. All I know is that it is delicious. So I had ghee with my steak. I would cut off a piece and then I would put a little bit of ghee on it as well. Usually I put butter on my steak to give it a little bit more fat content. So this time I was doing ghee instead, and oh my gosh, it was so tasty. I'm assuming that that's still okay. My all beef week wasn't ruined by me eating ghee, which, by the way, is the worst name ever. But that's what I had. I had some ghee with my steak and some liver. And then later on in the day, like sometime around, 6 or so, I had another steak for my dinner. And then that was it. Finished off my eating for the day, and I started up my fast. And we shall see how things turn out. It is Monday, and that is a fasting day. So I'm fasting right now. I'm like 24 hours, something like that. And I'm doing fine. As usual, I got hungry here and there, but you just tough it out. You don't have to eat every few hours. That's a thing for, people that are on carbs or something like that. That's not me. I'm a carnivore, so I'm just fine. All right, so there you go. The all beef week happened. Was it a success? We'll have to find out. Let's check out my weigh-in. My goal was to get to 244, and let's see what I got. Okay, so there you go. I did make my goal. My goal was 244, and I was at 240.5. It would have been a really easy goal to make. truthfully, I didn't have to lose much to get there, but I lost a fair amount more than I usually do anyways. 4.4 pounds is my total weight loss for the week, which puts me at 56.5 overall for this whole experiment, this whole shenanigan. That means that I have made it to 19% of my total body weight being lost. Feels good. Feels good to get that far. So how was it? How was it to do the all beef week? Well, to tell you the truth, it wasn't bad at all. It's funny because my wife kept asking me over and over as the week went on, aren't you going to get bored of eating just beef? But I found no, you don't get bored of just eating beef. Beef is good. Beef is the stuff. Beef is what life is made for. And I suppose I could probably be just as happy eating pork, eating, goat or something? I don't know. I haven't eaten much of that. That's not as big of a thing these days. I'm sure it probably was in older days, eating sheep or lamb. I don't know what they call the meat from a sheep. But yeah, eating ruminant animal food is it's going to be a healthy thing to do. And I can see that it definitely helped me out. I'd been getting only about 2 pounds a week for the last little while, and this time around all the way up to 4.4, which is near to my record. Now I'm sad because I only made it to 240.5. I had my heart set as the week went on getting under 240 so I could be in that next level, down a factor of 10. That's not quite right. Down a decade, down into a different 10, so a new number was the second number on the scale, and it's a 3 something. Well, unfortunately that didn't happen. I'm sad, but that's my goal next week. My next week's goal is going to be 238. It would have been 242, but I'm well past that, so I can't make that my goal because that would mean a goal to gain weight. And the next week's goal would have been 240, which I'm basically at already. So we're going to bump it up to 238, and that's 2.5 pounds. I think I can make that. Also, this week is going to be a not all beef week. I'm going to go back to giving the stuff that I was eating before a try and see what the results are. Does it make me stop losing weight again? Do I gain a bunch? Did I miss cheese? Did I miss eggs? Did I miss bacon? Yeah, a little bit. I'll have to say, I those are things that are good. I like them a lot. And if I'm allowed to eat them, I kind of feel like I should eat them. So I kind of wanted to, but I do think that I was overdoing it a little bit last time around. When before I started my all beef week, I felt like I was just eating too much. Cheese especially, bacon, eggs, they weren't really a problem, but cheese, it's small, it's compact, you can just keep eating it. And we all know that it takes a little while for the message to get to your brain to tell you, yeah, you're full, you can stop. I think I may have overeaten in some of those cases. That's what my goal is. It's not to count any calories or anything like that. It's I eat food that is carnivore, food that is healthy, until I am full. That is how I do this. And I've lost 56 pounds so far doing that. Now, is it going to keep up if I keep overdoing it? How much longer is that going to go? I don't want to overdo it. I don't want that painful feeling in your stomach you get when you've eaten too much. So, got to watch out for that. Today I'm going to eat some cheese, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to eat some eggs and some bacon in just 1 second for breakfast. We're going to see what happens when I do that. Is it just fine, or will I start gaining weight? Will I have problems in that regard? We shall see. And that's what this week's experiment is going to be about. Maybe I'll try a day with just cheese and see what happens, and a day with just eggs and see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really interested to see how that goes. And I'm also really interested to get into the 230s. So I'm looking forward to that. This upcoming week's goal, 238. And we're going to make it there. Yeah. So we'll see you next week on Big Anklevich on health.